Hey everybody, this is Destroyer24 back with another Wizard101 Fire Walkthrough episode. In this episode, we're going to be going through the final area, which is the Temple of Storms in Krokotopia. Before that, we're also going to go ahead and go over what you need to do to prepare yourself for this dungeon, because Krokopatra is going to be the strongest boss you face up to this point, and she is no cakewalk. She has access to rank 4 spells such as Kraken, which can do well over half your health at this level, not to mention the fact that she has the highest health of any boss that we've seen up this far. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started by showing you what exactly you want to do in order to prepare yourself for this dungeon, and specifically the next world. To start off, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and buy all of the level 20 insignia gear from the bazaar if you can find it. There are two different options for the level 20 insignia gear. You've either got the this style, which gives you health, damage, and resist, or you've got this style, which gives you health, accuracy, and damage. If you're doing a build setup like mine, you only want the accuracy on the robe, and try to get the set with resist so you're not taking as much damage from any sort of spells that do backlash, such as Immolate. We're going to go ahead and buy Karanag's Ignited Hood. I already have the other two pieces of gear that we require, which are going to be Manu's Scorching Shoes and Kraken Common's Cloak. Next, what you're going to want to do is you are going, depending on what build you're wanting to run, you're going to want to go to the wands over here and look for the level 20 wands that are rather special. They're usually the least of these in here, and they are rather expensive. You're either going to get the Cold Sands Scepter, Delusionary Scepter, let's see what else, the Scepter of the Sands, the Wand of the Scarab, or the Wand of the Sirocco. Just choose the cheapest one. In this case, it's going to be the Wand of the Scarab, because nobody really buys this one. Go ahead and pick this one up. The reason being is because this is your first wand that gives you an extra pip. You will be using this wand until level 30. Next thing, what you're going to do is you're going to go either to Amyth. You're going to compare the best Athame and the best ring to see, with the gold that you have left, which one you can afford. Which one will give you a bigger upgrade in terms of health. This one will give us 10 health and 10 mana. If we look at the rings, this one is going to give us 15 health and more mana. So we would prefer to get Shy's ring. And if you run out of money, just remember you always have these no auction pieces of Krokotopian gear. So go ahead and equip your level 20 gear to sell the gear that you previously had equipped. Go ahead and equip your Wisteria wand. That's what they're called, as Wisteria wands. They look like that. They're going to look only like this. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go into the quick sell. You could sell the Wand of the Seven Schools if you would prefer. It gives you a good amount of gold, but I would not, because you might want to swap them, because between level 20 and level 30 you may want to swap between the two wands depending on what boss you're fighting or whether you're having issues casting your spells. So go ahead and sell all of the Krokotopian gear that you have, and probably still not have enough gold. No, we're not going to have enough. But that's what you want to do. Basically just try to max out all of your gear before you head into this dungeon. Next things next, I will meet you over in the commons real quick. Alrighty, back in the commons, what you're going to do is you're going to go over here to into one of the minigame sigils, or if you so have the gold, go ahead and talk to Hilda Brewer. Max out your potions, because you're going to be going through quite a bit of mana in this section. So, to do potion motion, just basically spam moves and watch the score until it reaches about 850, and then do that again. Do this however many times you have potions, plus one extra for good measure, especially if you're low on mana. Because if you're low on mana, it will not fill up the potion all the way. Next thing's next, and after that, next thing's next. If you have enough spell elements to upgrade all of your spells that you are able to, that is for your school. If you don't have enough spell elements to do that, then don't worry. It is still very doable with the base levels, with the base spells. With that said, we're going to go ahead and teleport back to the Well of Spirits, because I went ahead and left a mark there. The Ghost of Crocotep told us that we need to go defeat Crocopatra and stop her from using the Croconomicon to raise an undead army. So
you were about to enter a dungeon.
This is also a dungeon. It takes about 45 minutes. If you take it slower, it's going to take closer to an hour. But you get a lot of experience from not only the dungeon quest in here, which is 960, but you also get a lot of experience from the mainline quest, which is also 960. So you will level off of this dungeon. And remember, stick to the walls, because this is a dungeon and these guys will pull you from farther away. These blade golems you'll never fight. You can fight them if you feel like you need to, but they're not going to bother you, and you never have to fight them. Come over here, talk to the temple gatekeeper, and he's going to send you on a series of quests.
Crocotep ensured only the worthy could enter the inner sanctum. If you dare, step onto the teleporter at my right to try the test of strength. See if you can defeat the Son of Storms.
So all this is a 3-in-a-row boss fight. You've got Tempestra here, which is just a generic death boss. 600 health, so I'm just going to go ahead and not show this to you. Actually, I will show this to you, because I'll show you how quickly you can end these fights if you draw the right cards. Just blade immediately. And then immolate your way to victory. If you do this, if you're lucky and the enemy doesn't attack you, the only damage you'll be taking is from immolate itself. But that extra pip definitely would have helped us. It wouldn't have mattered. Looks like we got an undead badge, which is 50 undead. You're typically going to get a lot of those badges, those undead style badges, just by defeating things throughout the world. Next thing's next, we're going to go ahead and beat this Soul Sapper, which is basically just a 700 health version of Tempestra. 750, I take that back. Go ahead and delete. Fireblade. And immolate. Oh, weakness. We're not going to kill now. We wouldn't have killed anyway, we fizzled. Okay. Just go ahead and use Heckhound. Why not? Da 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 da. Pass. Cyclops. Ow. Not really a major ow, but we're getting ready to go up against another storm boss. Go up against a storm boss. The one thing that they did with this zone, with this particular area, is they made all these fights 1v1. Like, if you wanted this dungeon to be actually difficult, make these at least 2v1s. But unfortunately they didn't do that, so either way, I'm not complaining. This is the level 20 balance of theme. If you want to keep a hold of it, it's fine. You can still find them in the bazaar for fairly cheap though. And this is the Son of Storms. I don't remember exactly how much health the Son of Storms has, so we'll just hope we pull. We'll just go ahead and hope we pull Immolate and Blade first turn, which we did. Go ahead and Blade. And boink. I didn't check to see how much health he had, but I think it's like 800 or 825 or something like that. Alrighty, after you do all that, we're gonna go ahead and talk to the temple gatekeeper here.
You have passed the test of strength, but will you pass the next test? We shall see. We value intelligence as well as strength. Think you're clever enough? Then step onto the teleporter at my left and try the test of aptitude.
Alrighty. Most likely you're actually just gonna level before you even get to Crocopatra, so... No, you won't. But you'll get really close. Alrighty, so this is basically just 3 puzzles in a row. So what we're gonna do, go ahead and... This book pedestal is gonna tell us the clue for... The book pedestals will tell us the clues for every single one of these puzzles, so...
Those things that live must shine bright. Those things that do not live must remain dark.
So this is basically just a little bit of a biology lesson, if I could say that much. So the 4 that you're going to want to light up are tree, snake, bird, and bug. It doesn't matter which order it is that they're in, you just need to light them all up. This one looks fairly simple.
At night the moon shines bright, and the sun sleeps till dawn.
Basically, it's just telling you to deactivate all of... Basically, it's just telling you to deactivate all the sun obelisks and activate all the moon obelisks. There are some funny little gimmicks in here where they will turn on and off randomly. Just keep going and spamming them until they turn on. And here's the final one. This one is basically a follow the leader.
The lighting in here isn't quite right for a storm.
So in order to get the clue to show up, you need to take these braziers and you need to swap them to the Stormfire.
Much better. The words on the page are clearly readable. The sun shines down on the tree. Tree shades the snake. The snake hisses at the beetle. The beetle runs away.
So basically, it's just to follow the leader thing. The obelisks are going to be sun, and then tree, and then snake, and then beetle. Teleporter open, you go talk to the temple gatekeeper.
Very well. You have passed both the test of strength and the test of aptitude. Prepare to enter the inner sanctum at once.
Go through the teleporter, and then you're gonna go back this way, around a couple corners. And you'll see, oh no, a door blocking my path. Oh, don't worry about it. Just run up to it. It'll automatically open up for you. And then big lady bad guys over there. A couple things you're going to want to do. Firstly, use your potion if you haven't. Wherever you hear the dialogue.
Who dares enter my inner sanctum? You, a member of the Order of the Fang? No doubt you've come for the Croconomicon. It shall never fall into your foul hands. Prepare to be vanquished.
She's a rank 5 boss. She is Storm. She hits hard. She hits hard. She has a lot of health, so make sure you prepare for this fight accordingly. Go ahead and lay a mark down here, because there is a good chance that you will die. And go ahead and run up and instigate the fight. By far, this is going to be your hardest fight up until, I believe, the second or third boss of Marleybone. Reason being is because she has 960 health, nearly 1,000 health, and her minion is over 500. So, what we gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and try to get Crocopatra out of the picture as quick as we can, because she hits harder. She's the one that knows the access, and she's the one that knows the more powerful spells. Or better yet, what we're gonna do is, instead of getting rid of Crocopatra first, is we're gonna go ahead and get rid of her minion. And because her minion knows quite a few powerful spells as well, so getting rid of him will be getting rid of a great deal of damage. If you can get rid of him within the first 2 rounds, then that'd be perfect. As you can see, he knows how to pack quite a wallop, because he just took half of my health in one hit with just a rank 2 spell. If it doesn't kill immediately, let's go ahead and get rid of an Immolate and get rid of a Super Chill. If it doesn't kill immediately, use one of your wand spells from your Wisteria wand here. It will go ahead and eliminate him, because he has 100, because these spells have 100% accuracy. And then heal immediately afterwards. Now, do keep in mind that I'm doing this at level... level 10. No, not level 10, level 20. Do keep this in mind. I'm doing this at level 20. Which is adequate for doing... which is adequate for this fight. If you went back and did all the side quests, you'd be like 25... You'd be like level 24 or something. There's a reason why that, and you can see that I'm struggling, because I'm losing a lot of health fairly quickly. However, there are people who have done this that have been way more successful in doing this for one reason or another. Reason being is because, and the reason why they're successful at it is because they've done this at level 10, they've done this at level 1. So Crocopatra is by all means doable. She's just a very difficult boss for your level. Got a lucky smoke screen off. Hopefully we can pull a pixie next round, which we can. Go ahead and use our pixie. He's going to use that up trying to myth shield. And still powers it. Honestly, that's actually really smart on her part, if I'm being completely honest, because that means that she's not going to fizzle her next hit. All storm spells have a base accuracy of 70%, so the chance of her casting that spell, casting a storm spell with a minus 40 or a minus 45 accuracy is just astronomical. Go ahead and blade. And, like all fire wizards, immolate for the win. Unless we fizzle. Most likely we're gonna fizzle. That's about how my luck is. That's about how most luck is gonna go. But it turns out we didn't. Immolate for the win, baby.
Your triumph means nothing, young wizard. You shall never possess the Croconomicon. I sealed the Croconomicon in the sarcophagus of the souls long ago. When the Dark One awoke me, imagine his dismay to find the sarcophagus had already been taken. Much like the dismay I see on your face. I hope the Order enjoys your victory, hollow as it is.
Crocopatra's laughter echoes in the empty chamber until silence reigns at last.
Alrighty, Crocopatra does have a second chance chest. If you want to try to get some of the gear off of her. But I'm honestly not worried about it. Her gear isn't worth crowns. Got a whole bunch of treasure cards, got a whole bunch of spell elements, got a whole bunch of gear if I'm being honest. We're gonna go ahead and teleport back to the Well of Spirits. Talk to the ghost of Crocotep.
Amazing. By defeating her, you stopped the Tut army. You have done very well, young wizard. Thanks to your efforts, I can now rest in peace. I'm sorry you did not find the Croconomicon, but when you do, I can think of no better person to protect it than you. The strangers here fought bravely against the Tut army and should know you have ended the threat. Return to the surface and report your success.
You also get, like, a stupid amount of spell elements from this. The spell choke, it's not useful, really. For 2 pips, for a all enemies 1 round stun, 2 pips is not really worth it. Go ahead and talk with Sergeant Major Talbot over here.
So, you defeated the mighty Crocopatra, have you? You're fast becoming the stuff of legend, young wizard. Without a leader, the Tut should be easy to manage now. As much as you helped me, I must seem pretty ungrateful. It's something inside. Without a leader,
Sorry
the
about
Tut
that.
should be easy to manage now. As much as you helped me, I must seem pretty ungrateful. Here's what I can do. It's something inside the sarcophagus of the souls you're looking for, eh? A book, right? We ship the sarcophagus off to the Royal Museum on Marylebone with some other artifacts. Take this Marylebone spiral key and go through the spiral door to Marylebone. Private Kinchley will help you find that book you're after. You've got to recover it before it's used for evil.
Alrighty, and that is the end of Crocotopia. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. We will be starting Marleybone in the next episode, and I could think of... also, an episode is going to be coming out shortly about the beetles and the Zeke quest. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. But other than that, I will go ahead and just ask you to like and subscribe like always, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!